I'm getting ready to head out the door this morning, so I'm just going to keep this a really short one. I just want you to keep this in mind. Once you decided to choose your spiritual path, understand that there's going to be more work being done. It's a different type of work. It's a type of work that you probably are not used to doing. But you're going to have to be aware of everything that's going on in your life, and you're going to have to be prepared to deal with situations. You cannot say that you are on a spiritual path and do not take an active role in correcting the wrongs of what's going on. And sometimes correcting things means sitting back and letting the chips fall where they may. Now, I know this flies in the face of what the world tells you, and I do tell you all the time to be active, but sometimes being active means doing nothing. Sometimes doing nothing is doing something, especially when you are in a situation where you are dealing with people or an environment where folks don't want to listen. Sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut and fall back and just let the chips fall where they may. Let the shit happen the way it's supposed to happen. You've done enough. And I see people right now, especially in my age group and older, they feel because they've got this experience and knowledge that the minute they see something out of place, they're jumping through all these hoops and everything for these grown-ass people who already know what they should be doing but choose not to, but they have it in their mind that this person is going to come in and save the day. That's why they're not making any corrections on their own. But there's going to be a time and place where that person is going to have to do that shit by themselves. It happened for me, where I had to be by myself, for myself, and do it. Nobody was around. And for whatever reason, they could have had other things going on in their life. That's neither here nor there. But the point is that I had to do this shit by myself. And I'm sorry, this includes anybody in my family down to my children. They know this. If I sit here and I try to tell you XYZ, 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 and I see that it's falling on deaf ears, or you want to give me a bunch of excuses in the whole 9 yards, that's on you. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours, the actions are yours, and the consequences are damn sure going to be yours. And I'm saying this because somebody needs to hear this. And what happens is when you're on your spiritual journey, you're developing a love for your fellow man, but don't become a spiritual doormat. And sometimes it's the people that is the closest to you that are going to test your spirituality, the closest to you. It could be your husband, your wife, your children, your grandchildren. It could be that one person who is your heartstring. And that could be the number one person that's going to test your spirituality to see whether or not you're serious about your shit. And sometimes the best thing that you can do, if you've already said and prayed and whatever that you could do, you're going to have to stand by yourself sometimes and dig your heels in. And there are going to be folks all around you that are not going to like your attitude when you decide that you aren't going to do shit about the other person's fucked up situation. They're going to come at you with all of this, oh, you need to do this, you're wrong, and this, that, and the other. They're going to bring your past up to make you feel guilty, and all this old foolishness. They're going to do all that mess. I'm telling you. But you got to stand your ground. So sometimes, if you see that nothing is being changed in another person's life, sometimes you got to fall back and let their ass hit the pavement. That's what my grandmother used to say. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Peace.